Good morning, dear students. This is teacher Shubhangi. Uh, in previous lecture, we have seen chapter number 6, that is bar graph. Okay. Today, we are going to learn chapter number 7, that is symmetry. That is symmetry. So, what is mean by symmetry actually? Okay. When we see our image in mirror, what we observe? We observe that we are just looking ourselves in a mirror and our image look exactly like us, right? But if for example, if wait a minute, if this is a teacher and she pinned her pallu to the left hand side, but if you see her in the mirror, then you can observe that her pallu looks to the right hand side. So they are inverted. Okay, so the mirror image which looks exactly alike are inverted. Okay, so are exactly like the same, but they are reflected. Okay, they are reflected means our image get reflected from the mirror. Okay, now move to next slide. Now what is meant by this reflection? Why in mirror, when we see in mirror, why our image get reflected? Okay, so that we are going to see. So what is mean by reflection symmetry? What is mean by reflection symmetry? So reflection symmetry means write the English capital letters A, H, M. Okay, on a separate sheets of paper. Fold the paper so that two parts fall exactly on each other. Mark with dots the dotted line which makes two equal parts of the figure. This line is the axis of symmetry of the figure. For example, now this is A. If you draw A, if you draw A on your paper, okay, if you draw a big A on your paper, okay, and if you fold it, from this side, topmost side of A, if you fold it, so what happened? These two parts of A, this part and this part, these two parts, this part and this part, these two parts fall exactly on each other. This A, and when you fold that paper, okay, so what happened? This A get divided into two equal parts. Okay. So and when you open that fold, just draw a dotted line from it. So what do you observe? Mark the dots with the line which makes two parts of the figure. This line is the axis of symmetry, means when you fold the paper and open it, and if you draw the line, dotted line on that margin, means from where the paper get folded. So when you mark that line, dotted line in that margin, so this line is known as, when you mark that line by dotted line, that line is known as axis of symmetry of the figure. Okay. Axis of symmetry of the figure. If a symmetrical figure gets divided by an axis in the figure into two parts which falls exactly on each other, its symmetry is called as reflectional symmetry. This is very important definition. Please note down it. If a symmetrical figure means the dotted line is there, and if the figure get divided into two equal parts which get fall into exactly on each other, like this A, when we fold it from this side, this part get falls on this part, right? Means it get divided into two equal parts, right? So which fall on each other, its symmetry is called as reflectional symmetry. This symmetry is known as reflectional symmetry. Another example we can take H. When we divide this H into two parts, this part get exactly fall on this part, right? So this is known as axis of symmetry, and when it falls exactly on each other, that is known as reflectional symmetry. So what is the definition? If a symmetrical figure gets divided, what is meant by symmetrical figure? When it when its axis of, when we draw an axis of symmetry from the middle of the figure, and when the figure fall on each other exactly, that is known as symmetrical figure. So if a symmetrical figure gets divided by an axis in the figure into two parts which fall exactly on each other, its symmetry is called as reflectional symmetry. Okay? Some figure have more than one axis of symmetry. So some figures have only one axis of symmetry. Some figure have more than one axis of symmetry. Okay. Now, for example, this figure. Okay, this figure. So we can draw, if this is this part is there, and if we draw the similar part like this, and we will draw an axis of symmetry. When we fall these two diagram, these are exactly similar to each other. And when we draw an axis of symmetry in between these two figures, and when we fold it, so this figure falls on this figure exactly. Okay, so this is known as symmetrical figure. This is known as axis of symmetry. And when this symmetrical figure gets divided into two equal parts and fall on each other, that is known as, fall exactly on each other, this is known as reflectional symmetry. Now here also A, when we draw the figure of A, and when we draw an axis of symmetry from the middle, okay, and when we fold and observe it, it looks like this part get exactly fall on this part. This is known as reflectional symmetry. Now in this diagram also, more than one axis of symmetry is there. See, from this side we can draw a the axis of symmetry. From this part also we can draw axis of symmetry. Similarly, from this part also we can draw axis of symmetry. है ना? From this part also we can draw an axis of symmetry. Okay, which fall exactly on each other. ठीक है? Now draw the axis of symmetry of each of the figure below. Which of them has more than one axis of symmetry? ऐसी कौन सी डायग्राम है जिसमें more than one axis of symmetry है? Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute, students. Teacher, my screen is visible to you, Pradna teacher?
Yes, teacher, yes, it is visible.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Okay. So, draw the axis of symmetry of each of the figure below, or which of them has more than one axis of symmetry. Now, in this figure, if you can see this figure, this figure is having, wait a minute, student. Okay. So this figure, I think this figure is having more than one axis of symmetry. See how we can draw a line from this part, right? From this part. Also, we can draw another line from the middle of this. Means when you fold this diagram from this side or else this side. So this is having more than one axis of symmetry. This is an isosceles triangle because two sides are equal, one side is different. So when we draw an axis of symmetry from this side, so it is having one axis of symmetry, right? One axis of symmetry. Now if we see this diagram, this is also having only one axis of symmetry, right? Only one axis of symmetry. But if you see this diagram, sorry, so this is having how many axis of symmetry? more than one axis of symmetry, because you can fold it from this side, you can fold it from this side, or else, okay, it is having more than one axis of symmetry means two axis of symmetry. Here it is having only one axis of symmetry. In this diagram also, here it is having only one axis of symmetry. It is having more than one axis of symmetry. If you see this hexagon, this side is also having more than one axis of symmetry. See, here, from here also one axis of symmetry, here also axis of symmetry. From here also we can draw an axis of symmetry, right? Means more than one axis of symmetry is there. But in A, this can be fold from this side. ये side से ये fold हो सकता है, right? ये side से, है ना? But this cannot be folded from this side, right? This cannot be folded from this side, right? Or else this cannot be folded, means वो exactly नीचे नहीं आएगा उसके, बराबर है? So it is having only one axis of symmetry. It is also having one axis of symmetry. This figure having more than one axis of symmetry. This figure is also having more than one axis of symmetry. This figure is having only one axis of symmetry. This figure is having one axis of symmetry. This is having more than one axis of symmetry. I hope everyone clear till this. Yes, I hope everyone clear this till this. This is very simple chapter actually. Means it is depend on your perspective that from where you can draw an axis of symmetry. Okay, yes, good. Now let's see one video regarding this. Okay, then we will move to next practice set. Okay, wait a minute, student. We'll see one video regarding this. Okay, and then we will move to another practice set. Okay.
Angle. It's a triangle. To understand what symmetry is, let's draw an isosceles triangle.
Yes, the video is audible to you.
Yes, teacher, it is audible.
Thank you, teacher.
It's a triangle in which two of its sides are equal. Now let me give you an easy task. You need to think if we can divide this triangle into two parts such that both the parts match exactly when they're folded along a line. How would you divide the triangle if this condition has to be satisfied? Fold it along a line such that both parts formed match exactly. Pause the video and give it a shot. It's easy, and I'm sure most of you would have got it right. If we draw a line like this, the condition will be satisfied. Yes, it's a vertical line which divides the triangle into two parts, which match exactly when folded along the line. If the part on the right is taken over to the left, we see that they overlap exactly. And that is why this shape is said to be symmetrical. The two parts match exactly when folded along a line. Now let me give you another figure. I draw the isosceles triangle this way and ask you the same question. How would you divide the triangle into two parts such that both the parts match exactly when they are folded along a line? Yes, we can draw a horizontal line like this. We get two parts which match exactly. When one is folded or flipped, it overlaps exactly over the other. Both these lines we see here are called the lines of symmetry or the axes of symmetry. This triangle has a vertical axis of symmetry as this line is vertical, and this one has a horizontal axis of symmetry as this line is horizontal. Now I want you to think about the next question I'm going to ask you. Can a shape have more than one axis of symmetry? If you look at just these two triangles, you would probably say no, because there is no other line which can divide these triangles into two parts that match exactly. But the correct answer is that a shape can have more than one axis of symmetry. Look at this rectangle. These two parallel sides are equal, these two parallel sides are equal, and all four angles measure 90 degrees. It will have a horizontal axis of symmetry like this. When one part is flipped over, it will overlap exactly with the other. And it will also have a vertical symmetry like this. Flip this part and we see the perfect overlap. So a rectangle has a horizontal as well as a vertical line of symmetry. But wait, some of us may be wondering if the diagonals are also the axis of symmetry. Let's say we have a diagonal like this. You can see that folding it along the diagonal does not give us matching parts. You can try this with a page from your notebook. Try and fold it along the diagonal and you will see that the parts do not overlap exactly. Okay, here's another question for you. Can a figure have more than two axes of symmetry? If yes, then which figure? Again, the answer is yes. Take the example of a square. All its sides are equal and all four angles are right angles. It has a horizontal as well as a vertical axis of symmetry, just like the rectangle. But for a square, the two diagonals will also be the axis of symmetry. If we fold it along this diagonal, the parts match. And even if we fold it along this diagonal, these two parts overlap exactly. So a square has four axes of symmetry: horizontal, vertical, and the two diagonals. More than four? What if we have a figure like a regular hexagon? A regular hexagon is a closed figure with 6 equal sides and 6 equal angles. How many axes of symmetry does a regular hexagon have? Pause the video and try to arrive at the correct answer.
Teacher, for 2 minutes, stop the video.
Okay.
These two diagonals would also be the axis of symmetry. Do you think there are any more? Yes, the line joining the midpoints of these two sides and the line joining the midpoints of these two sides will also be the axis of symmetry. Folding the figure along any of the lines will give us matching parts, 6 in all. And a circle.
Wait a minute, students. Now, this is isosceles triangle. We can draw only one axis of symmetry, okay, from this side. So this is having only one axis of symmetry. We also can draw one horizontal line and fold it along this side. So it is also having only one axis of symmetry. Now, if we take an example of rectangle, we can draw a vertical line, or else we can draw horizontal line from the midpoint of these two sides, right? Midpoint of these two sides, midpoint of these two sides. So if we fold it on this side, it can fold exactly overlap on each other. When we fold from this side, so it will also overlap to this side, okay? That means it is having only two axes of symmetry. We cannot fold it from this side, right? So it is having only, means rectangle is having only two axes of symmetry. Now this square is having one horizontal, one horizontal, one vertical, and two diagonal. Means how many axes of symmetry does square have? 4. Now if we take an example of regular hexagon, so hexagon is having 6 axes of symmetry. This is very important. That figure is having how many axes of symmetry? Now isosceles, if we take an example of isosceles triangle, I'm repeating this word, isosceles triangle. If the regular equilateral triangle is there, equilateral is having 3 sides equal. Equilateral triangle means what? Triangle are having 3 sides equal. All the 3 sides equilateral. 3 sides are equal. So in that equilateral triangle, more than one axis of symmetry is there. Okay, but if this triangle, isosceles triangle, will be there, so only one axis of symmetry is there in isosceles triangle. But if you take an example of scalene triangle means what? All the sides are different. All the sides are different, right? So in that triangle, no axis of symmetry is there. So in equilateral triangle, 3 axis of symmetry is there. In isosceles triangle, only one axis of symmetry there. If you take an example of scalene triangle, no axis of symmetry is there. If you take an example of rectangle, only 2 axis of symmetry is there. If you take an example of square, so you can draw axis of symmetry from this side, from this side, from this side, from this side. Okay, so 4 axis of symmetry is there in square. If you take an example of hexagon, so 6 axis of symmetry is there. Actually, axis of symmetry means what? Means axis of symmetry means what? That's that axis will go through the midpoint of the figure, midpoint of the figure. ठीक है? और अगर हम वो फिगर को ओवरलैप करेंगे तो उसका साइड एग्जैक्टली उस पे आना चाहिए. That is the symmetrical figure. That is the reflection symmetry. That is the when we draw the dotted line from that fold, when we open that fold, then so that is known as axis of symmetry. Okay.
Circle, on the other hand, has infinite axis of symmetry. No matter how we draw the line passing through this.
So circle is having infinite axis of symmetry because many lines can be drawn from the center of the circle, right? So that's why it is having infinite axis of symmetry.
The two parts formed will always fold perfectly along that line. Did you know that nature loves symmetry? The best example of symmetry in nature would be that of a human face. It has a vertical axis of symmetry. What we saw in this video is reflectional symmetry. If one part is kept against a mirror, its reflection will give us the other part. Let's say we keep half the hexagon on this side of the mirror, its reflection will give us the other half. Hence it's called reflectional symmetry. Is there some other type of symmetry too? Yes, we will cover that in the next session.
Okay, I hope everyone clear regarding this. Yes. Yes, I hope everyone clear regarding this. Okay, what is mean by axis of symmetry? What is mean by symmetrical figure? What is mean by symmetrical reflectional symmetry, right? Okay. Now let's move to the next slide. Now here a picture of butterfly is there. So can we draw axis of symmetry from the middle of this point? Yes, we can draw an axis of symmetry from this side. Okay, that means this butterfly, this side of butterfly get exactly overlap on this side. So the butterfly is having one axis of symmetry. Now if we take an example of this figure. So this figure is having one axis of symmetry, second axis of symmetry. This is actually an example of square. Okay, not a rectangle, because when we fold this line, fold this side to this side, so this is not, diagonals cannot meet. Okay, so it is only having one and two axis of symmetry, right? Rectangle is having only two axis of symmetry. Now this diagram, in this diagram, when this figure when this side get exactly overlap on this side, pentagon is having only one axis of symmetry. This figure, kite, this diagram is known as kite. When this figure get fall on this side, exactly this fall exactly on this side, right? Overlap on this side. So, and it divides into two equal parts. So this is known as wait a minute. So this part exactly overlap on this part, and this is known as axis of symmetry, and it is known as reflectional symmetry. In this diagram also, one axis of symmetry we can draw from this side also. It means it is having two axis of symmetry. It is having one axis of symmetry. This circle is having infinite axis of symmetry. This heart shape, understood everyone? I hope everyone understood this, because this chapter is very simple actually. Only we have to identify the axis of symmetry. Now in this part, in this pot, how many axis of symmetry would be there? Just let me know in chat box. How many axis of symmetry can we draw? Yes, good Aditya, Ahana, Aditi, Harsh, Siddhi, Lokesh. Good. The answer is right. Okay. Means, yeah, Jaising. We can draw only one axis of symmetry from this part, like right, like from this side we can draw only one axis of symmetry. Okay, because it falls exactly overlap exactly on this part gets exactly overlap on this part, right? So this is known as reflectional symmetry, and this is known as axis of symmetry. Okay, now next is, okay, now this is line of symmetry. Okay, folding line. This is mirror line. Okay, and this forms a clear diagram of it. Okay. Now next practice set is, write the capital letters of English alphabet in your notebook. From A to Z you have to write. Okay, A to Z. Try to draw their axis of symmetry. Which one have an axis of symmetry? Which one have more than one axis of symmetry? So let's take an example. We'll take example of it. Okay. Now if, sorry. Okay, now if A is there, how many axes of symmetry A have? How many axes of symmetry A have? Okay. Now we will draw another figure. Okay. For example, B. For example, B. Okay. So here I am doing this in my laptop, so it would not be proper. So B is having how many axes of symmetry? It is also having one axis of symmetry. So in this way you have to draw all the alphabets from A to Z. Okay, A to Z. But आपको कैसे draw करना है alphabet dot double line से, जैसे कि ऐसे आप प्रॉपर स्केल यूज करके आपको ड्रॉ करना है, ऐसे आप ड्रॉ करोगे नोटबुक में, ठीक है? और फिर ये ड्रॉ करने के बाद फिर आपको ऐसे डॉटेड एक्सिस ऑफ सिमेट्री दिखाना है, ठीक है? फिर वैसे ही आप बी ड्रॉ करोगे डबल लाइन से, ठीक है? जैसे कि ऐसे, ठीक है? आपको प्रॉपर स्केल यूज करके करना है और डॉटेड लाइन से एक्सिस ऑफ सिमेट्री दिखाना है. नाउ इफ सी इज देयर, सो सी लाइक दिस, सो आपको सी भी ऐसे ही दिखाना है, ठीक है? Now C is also having axis of symmetry, one axis of symmetry. Okay, whether F is having any axis of symmetry, just let me know in chat box. F is having any axis of symmetry? Let me know. Yes, F don't have any axis of symmetry. No, right? F doesn't have any axis of symmetry because आप कहाँ से भी उसको axis of symmetry draw करो वो fold नहीं होगा. अगर नहीं fold होता है तो हम axis of symmetry draw नहीं करेंगे. तो F don't have any axis of symmetry. A is having one axis of symmetry. Even if we draw E, so E is having any axis of symmetry? E is having any axis of symmetry? If yes, how many it is? E is having one axis of symmetry. Correct everyone. E is having one axis of symmetry, like from this side. Okay, when we draw from this side, E is having one axis of, because the ये यहाँ पे fold होगा. ठीक है, एग्जैक्टली ओवरलैप होगा ये डायग्राम, ये जो पार्ट है वो एग्जैक्टली ओवरलैप होगा ये पार्ट पे. This part get exactly overlap on this part, right? That means we can draw one axis of symmetry from this diagram. So in this way, you have to draw all the alphabets from A to Z, okay, and draw its axis of symmetry. Note it down if any of the alphabet having more than one axis of symmetry, okay. Some of the alphabets are having one axis of symmetry, some of the alphabets are having more than one axis of symmetry, that you have to show. Now use color, a thread and a folded paper to draw symmetrical shapes. The third question is use color, a thread, a folded paper to draw symmetrical shapes. That we will do in our activity. No need to do this now itself, okay. We'll do this point in our activity, okay. Our activity will be there on 5th of October. Okay, till then we don't have any activity so of maths. Okay, so this is this you have to draw in your notebook, maths notebook, that you have to draw all the alphabets from A to Z, and you have to draw how many write how many axes of symmetry can we draw from that alphabets. Okay, all right, then what is left now? Let's see. Here also, this is known as mirror images of each other, that is known as reflectional symmetry. Okay, reflectional symmetry, these two are an example of reflectional symmetry. Now here along each figure shown below, line L has been drawn. Okay, line L has been drawn. Complete the symmetrical figure. This is line L, this is line L, this is line L. So this is drawn. Complete the symmetrical figure by drawing a figure on the other side such that line L becomes the line of symmetry. So here some of the diagrams are given. We just have to complete it the other side. Means that looks like each other. Like for example, if this is a diagram, so we have to draw the diagram exactly like this. Like for example, see, this diagram we have to draw exactly like this. Okay. Okay. Means that would look like mirror images of each other. Okay. So you have to draw very carefully in your notebook. See, this is a mirror image of this diagram. Okay. Like this, you have to draw another figure. Okay. Okay. And your diagram should be sharper. I am doing in my PC, that's why I cannot draw it properly, but you have to draw it properly in your notebook. Okay, because I am not having any scale to do this. Okay, so in this way you have to draw the diagrams. Okay, so you have to complete the diagram so that line L becomes the line of symmetry. That line L will become symmetrical only when these two sides, two diagrams look exactly similar to each other. Okay. This is practice set 21. Okay. So, okay, so we have completed our practice set 20. We have completed our practice set 21. Okay, let me see now how many problems are remaining. Okay, now we have completed our chapter symmetry. Means practice set 20 was there of, see, we have seen how many axes of symmetry can we draw. Okay, in practice set 20, how many axes of symmetry can we draw? And in practice set 21, we have seen how this line L becomes symmetrical, means reflectional symmetry we have seen. In practice set 20 we have seen, how many lines, how many axes of symmetry can be drawn from a single figure. And in this practice set 21 we have seen how to draw the other side of the diagram, which looks exactly like this part. Okay, so that this line L becomes the line of symmetry. Okay, okay, understand everyone? Understood? Understood? If yes, then let me know in chat box. Type Y in your chat box that you have understood it properly. Okay, good. So thank you very much everyone.